to do a recap of what we said last time. So far, we had looked at Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint. Can you mute your screens? Mute your screens. Mute your microphones. If you remember, we said Access is used for storage. It's used for storage. And we went through this tutorial and we looked at how to create database objects. So we started by creating tables. After we created a table, we said a table must have data types. And I showed you how to look at the data types, Then we were able to design a table with several data types. Again, I showed you how to set a primary key. Remember, we said a primary key is a unique key that is used to identify all the other records in a table. Again, I showed you how to create relationships. And I said relationships can be one-to-one relationship, one-to-many, or many-to-one relationship. I hope you can remember that. And we designed a table which I expounded a lot. Now, I don't know whether you can still remember that. If you can still remember, just say yes. Say yes. If you can remember, just type yes. Yes, good. Very good. Now, I want us to continue and look at, we're going to start with, let's start with forms, then we shall go back to queries. What is a form? A form is an object in a database. A form is an object in database. If you can see what I'm highlighting, a form is an object in database, a database designed primarily for data input or display, or for control of application execution. You can use forms to customize the presentation of data that your application extracts from your query or a table. Actually, if you have created a table and you have not input data, you can use a form to input data into a table. Again, you can create a form from a table, or you can create a form from a query. Good. Forms are used for entering, modifying, and viewing records. Now, the reason forms are used so often is that they are an easy way to guide people toward entering data correctly. When you enter information into a form in Access, the data goes exactly where database designer wanted to go in one or more related tables. Good, in one or more related tables. So you need to note that a form is used for entering, modifying, and viewing records. Entering, modifying, and viewing records. Now, from the tables that we created, I want to open MS Access, retrieve our table, so that now from that table, we shall be able to create a form from it. We shall be able to create a form from it. Just a minute, let me open Access and try to share. Just a minute. If you have a question in the meantime, you can post it. A minute, I want to open Access that we can share and see what we are going to do. Remember, I want us to finish so that we start revision. Remember, you are doing your exams on 1st June. You are doing online exams on 1st June. So you need to be very attentive. You need to be very attentive of what we shall be doing, and your work will entail practicals and both theory. So you need to be very thorough. Let me share the screen. Good. That is what we did. If you remember very well, we created two tables. This is table called staff, and we had another table called student, and we had put some data. Now, I want to show you how to create a form. Look at this table staff. We have not entered any data, But using a form, we can enter data into a table. This is how you create a form. Kindly follow. You go to create, then you go to form wizard. You go to form wizard. Later on, I'll show you how to create a form design. Form wizard. Now, you find here we have a list of tables or queries. Remember, you can create your form from a table or a query. For us, we want to create a form from table, staff. You click there. Then you select maybe if you want column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. From here, I want, or then you go to next. Then I want my form to be tabular form. Then next, the name of the form should be staff. Then you finish. Yes, that is our form. If you look there, I'll put staff ID. Maybe that is ZU. Let me put some data. Then you find what happens. ZU N25. Then we have staff name. In ICT. Then we can just a minute. Something is not adding up. Just a minute, I want to check. Hello, Eden, I'm having a class, please. Umemaliza? Yes, you are taking advanced oriented programming. Yes. Hebu pigia Wilson please. Juu sahii niko na class. Atakusaidia. Okay, sorry for that. I'm trying to see how we can create our form. Just a minute. Sorry for that. Just a minute. In the meantime, if you have a question on about the exams, how they'll be done online, you can ask. Now we want to create our form. You go to create. You say form wizard. Then maybe we can choose students. Then you select the fields. Then you go to next, tabular, next, correct student, and finish. Good. If you find here we have only one record and you want to add another record, That's what I'm doing. I hope if you have your laptop, you can do the same. I don't know whether it will work. So if you look at my form here, every record that you add, it is reflected in the table. Every record that you add, let's add a different record. For example, we can have a record like B8, 345, stroke maybe 2019. Then we put, can use one of you, put his module 1. The DICT, the distinction. Chooses gender, chooses county. No, this man was from Washingishu. Then fee balance, you put maybe 3,000. Good. If we save this and you open your student, you should be able to see Ruto has been added to your list. So what I'm saying, you can use your form for data entry. You can use your form for data entry. The procedure is create. First of all, you create a table. Remember, I showed you how to set properties of a table. Then you set a primary key. Then you set a primary key. Then you set the data type of each field. Then you enter the data. Either you can choose to enter the data using a table, or you can enter the data using a form. You can enter the data using a form. Now, I want to open whether there is a question on access.
No shared screen.
Oh, there is no shared screen.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'll repeat that procedure, don't worry, once the screen is shared. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Can you see the shared screen now? Good.
Yeah.
Let me repeat. Let me repeat. Yeah, let me repeat. Good. What I'm saying, we want to create a form, and we create a form from existing tables or from existing queries. Here we have a table staff, and again we have table student. I had created here. Let me delete so that we can create together. Let me delete so that we can create together. Thank you for that. Now, to create a form from a table, you just create. Then you go to form wizard. Then you choose form students. You select the fields. You go to next. I want my form to be tabular. You click on next. You call it form student. Then you finish. Once you finish, these are the records in your form. Remember, we are saying you can use a form to enter records in your table. In our table already we have 3 records. I want to add a different record. Let me put, maybe I put an admission number. P stroke 45 stroke 4556. Then I put a name. Put my name. And I put a course, ICT. Then I put the grade. Then I put gender. Remember we had used the lookup wizard. Then I put can put the date, click on that. Maybe today is 18th April 2020. Then I can put my balance, maybe 2. And now, if I save this form, I should be able to find this record into the table. You see, once I open the table, I'm able to find the records that I'm adding. Remember, a form, you can use a form as an alternative for adding records into a table. Now, later on, we shall create a small project or a small system maybe for a school using Access. And you'll find the importance of a form. You use forms as an interface where you put your labels, you put your text boxes, then you link your forms with particular tables so that if you have maybe ABCD school management system, you find this form can correct student detail, can link them to the table. This is important. Remember, this basic knowledge of Access is giving you, when you progress with your studies and you start doing programming units, you should be able to create systems. Remember, all of these systems, we link them with a database, and Access, it's one of the database application system. I believe now every one of you can create a table, and again, from a table, you are able to create a form. Remember, you are only doing the basics for now. Can everyone create a table and a form? Let me know. Can everyone create a table and a form? Yes, can see Ezekiel, yes. Next, the rest of you, where are you not talking? Yes, good. Abdirasak, Mahdi, Sadiq. Yes, good. Who's the rest? Good. At least now we are good to go. We can create a table, and again, we can create a form. We can create a table, and again, we can create a form. Now, from that, I want to show you how we can create a query. I want to show you how we can create a query. Now, simple. A query is also simple. To create a query from a table, just say create. Then you say query design. Then it will give you list of tables. You say from tables student. Then you say add and close. Now, in your query, you can choose the fields that you want to appear in your query. For example, I need student registration number. I need the name. I don't need the level of study. I need the course. You can choose different fields. I need the fee balance. The fee balance. Then after that, you say, okay. You save your query. You close your query. Sorry, my window is misbehaving. After that, close, you save, and you say query students. Then you say, okay. Now, you find you have a query. What is the purpose of a query? The query, you can do calculations using query. Query enables you to extract data. Query, again, enables you to extract data. Query enables you to do calculation. It enables you to do the sorting, and that is what we shall do later on. But before we exhaust on query, let me now show you on how to create a report, which is easy. Then we shall work on query. Then we shall do a practical together. I have a past paper here we shall do together and see what we can do. Now, to create a report, you create reports for printing. You just go to create, then you say report wizard, report wizard. Then you are going to create a report from students. Then you select all the fields. Then you say next, say next, say next. You make maybe our report to be tabular and landscape. You say next, and you call it, give it a name, and you finish. Now, from this report, you can print a report. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, and again you can close, print preview. Yeah, and you can close our report if you want. Good. Now, I have a next practical that I want to share on your screen. We are going to do it together. We are going to do it together and see what we can do. Let me share that practical. Let me share that practical. And remember, I'll ask you questions. You tell me what is expected. What can we do? Good. If you look at this paper, I don't know whether you can, it's being shared on your screen. Good. How many of you are using laptops? How many of you are using laptops? If you are using laptop, just type laptop. If you are using a phone, just type phone so that I can know what to do. Yes, I can see. Who else is using a laptop? Okay, good. And see, Ezekiel, what are you using? Phone. You might not be able to do this practical. I wanted you to do it, but those who have laptop, let's do it together. Let's do it together. Now, this is a practical. I'm reading task 2. The management of PAL uniform distributors would like to manage its transactions using database. Assume you have been tasked to create the database. Assume you have been tasked to create the database. Number 1, you're going to open a database program and create a database file named PAL distribution in your folder called mock exam. Then again, create a table named item. This is a table. Who can tell me this table has how many fields? Who can tell me table 1 has how many fields and of what data type? One of you. One of you to tell me this table, it has how many fields and of what data types? You can unmute your mic and respond. One of you. You tell us the table name, the fields of the table and their data type. You want to design a database for a uniform distributor. And remember, for you to design a database, you need to create database objects. These are the tables, the queries, the forms, and the report. And here we have a question that has a table. Now, for you to create this table, you need to identify the attributes of that table. You need to identify the attributes of that table. Now, I need one of you to tell me. Ezekiel, what is the table name?
We have short text.
Sorry, we have, give us the, no. That TV, it's making a lot of noise. This is a table name, is it? Called item, table. Ruto, can you share with us the field names of this table?
The item code.
Item code. What data type will it take?
Text.
Text. Good. Then the other is?
Item name.
Item name. What data type will it take?
Text.
Then we have the other one is?
Item price.
What data type will it take?
As currency. Or
good, as currency. Good. Then we have another student. Who is this? Mahad Abdip. This is our table number 2. Can you tell us the data type it's going to take in this table? Customer table. Can you talk? Amepotea. Michelle Oro. Michelle, can you hear me? Amepotea. Sadiq Farouk. Can you tell us this table has what data type and what data type? Has how many fields and of what data types? I don't want to talk. Let's have Abdurasak. This table has how many fields?
2 fields.
2 fields. The first field is customer's code, is it?
Yeah.
What data type will it take?
Text.
Text, very good. And this one, customer name, what data type will it take?
Same, text.
Good, very good, good. Now, I want Ruto to tell us also, no, Abdurasak first of all tell us, in this table, which will be our primary key, the customer table, which will be our primary key?
The customer name.
No. Name cannot be the primary key. Remember, we said a primary key should be a unique key.
Oh, customer name, the customer code.
The customer code. Good. Ruto, can you tell us which will be the primary key for this table, item table?
Item code.
Item code. Good. Now, number 3, we have the transaction. The transaction table. If you look in the transaction table, we have item code, which is a code of another table, and we have customer code, which is a code of another table. What do we call this? If you find a primary key of another table appearing in another table, we said it's called?
Foreign key.
Foreign key. And the purpose of foreign key is to identify a relationship. Is it okay? Good.
Yes.
Those are the 3 tables. Good. I don't know whether in your position, do you have an option for screen sharing at your end? Yes or no? Ruto, are you able to share?
No, I'm using my phone.
Who is using a laptop? Who is using a laptop and can be able to share? Okay, good. Now, if you look at this, you have been given these 3 tables. The first thing you do, you should be able to give your question a database name. Our database will be called file distributors. That's what we shall do. Let's create. Let me share the database. Just a minute. So for those of you who didn't attend class last time, be very careful as we do this. I'm sharing the database screen so that we can do the question together. It will become easier for you to understand. Good. The first thing you do, you open your Access, then you click on blank database, and I need response from you because I cannot share 2 screens at the same time. So you guys, you are the one to give me the fields of the table. I hope you may capture. Now, what is the database name of our table? We call it PAL, uniform distributors. Good. And remember, if you want to save it in a folder, you click on this and locate the folder. Then you create. That's what I'm doing. Good. We're going to create our first table called customer item table. We are going to create our first table called item table. You say create table design. I hope you can see table design. Then we put the fields. The field number 1 is let me share the screen for the database. Sorry. Now, what I want you to do, let me see. Is there anyone who has captured the question to give us the field names? Because I'm not able to share both screen. Who is going to share with us? I'm talking to you. Kuna mtu anaweza share na sisi the screen? Not sharing, I capture the tables. Then as I write, as I show you how to create, you'll be telling us the field names and the data. Who is using both a laptop and a phone? One of you? Who has a phone and a laptop? Yes, I'm waiting for your response. Yes, Mahad, what you are going to do, let me share with you the 3 tables. Then you'll be reading for us. As I create the database, you read for us. Can you capture this table for item? Capture it. You capture it. Have you captured? Capture this table for us so that you can share for us the fields. This one, this table. Then you capture customer table. You can't see?
You can't see.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Same.
Can you see it now?
No.
You can't see anything shared on the screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
we can.
no, we can see.
Okay, just a minute. What about now? Can you see?
Yes.
Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. I want one of you to capture for me, capture this table so that you give us the fields. Capture the first table, the second first table, the item table, capture the customer and the transaction table. Then we create together, then we try to attempt the questions below. Good. I want you even to capture the questions. Have you captured the 3 tables? Have you? Yeah, Mahad, we are relying on you. Have you captured the 3 tables? Sorry? Have you captured the 3 tables? And the questions. Good. Okay. Why are you keeping quiet to me? Are we together, Michelle?
Yes.
What is happening? Is your on? You can just imagine with you in class and you fail to talk. What could happen? Huh? Okay, let me capture using my phone so that you can create together. Remember, you are starting your exams on 1st June, end of term exam. You need to be very thorough. Good. Now, let me share the database, then we create. Let me share the database, then we create. Good. Now, good. I hope you can see. Can you see? We're going to create our first table, and our first table is item table. Item table has 3 fields. Field number 1 is item. That's what I'm typing. Item code. Item code. Our field number 2 has item name. And our field number 3 has item price. Now, let's put the data type. For the item code, we can give it text, wrong text. Item name, again, we can give it wrong text. Item price, we can give it the currency. And again, we need to change the type of currency here. Maybe general currency. Currency, good. Then that is our table. We cross. No, we set the primary key first. Remember how we set the primary key? You click there, then you set the primary key for the item code. Then we save it. We call it item table. Item table. Good. That's our item table. Now you see it here. Delete this. Then we create our table number 2. Create. Then we see again table design. Our table number 2 is called customer table, and it has 2 fields. Field number 1 is customer code. Customer code. And field number 2 is customer name. Customer name. I want to remind you, those of you who didn't do the assignment, it is overdue. You have recorded 0 for you. Customer code will take a wrong text. Name will take. You know the consequences of not doing the assignments. Then we close it and we save it. If you check in your scores, you find a 0. We call it table customer. Table. And you say, okay, let's set a primary key with a customer code. Primary key, close, and we call it customer and save. We have our table customer. Then we create our third table, transactions. We say create table design. Where is this table design? And it has 3 fields: item, code. Number 2, we have customer code. Code. And we have quantity purchased. Purchased. This one we give it a type of number. And the rest customer code. You can take text and the rest text. Then we save this. Here we are not going to set a primary key, and we call it transaction table. Transaction table, just a minute. Transaction table. Good. We have three tables. Create a relationship. We want to create a relationship for the tables. You say then you say relationship. Our customer table. Our item table in our transaction. And then you go. I want someone to tell us, one of you, how we are going to relate these tables. We have primary keys and we have foreign key. One of you can unmute your mic and take us how we are going to create the relationship. One of you who wants to attempt on how we can create that relationship, you are doing question 2 of that. Who can tell us how to set the relationships? One of you to show us how to explain to us how we can create a relationship. Those are the three tables. You can see table customer, can you see table. Are you seeing what I'm sharing? Just a minute. You'll be able to share. Just a minute. You'll be able to share.
Hello.
I'm trying to share the screen. Be patient. Be patient. Just be patient. Now, it's giving an error. As we wait for it to respond, I've shown you how to create a table. I've shown you how to set primary keys. I've shown you how to set relationship. Let's see. How many of you have done the assignment 1? How many of you have done the assignment 1? You say you have keys. You know, it's an issue to do. I visit your relationship. You can see I have is waiting. I want you to look at the quiz. lesson the quiz in topic 2, lesson 2, to find topic 2 quiz. I want to give you 30 minutes to do that. Then we start again that we can finalize. Can you hear me? Go back to the portal. Can you hear me now? Students, we go to the portal for 30 minutes. Fanya quiz zenye kwa topic 2. Then we shall recommend sharing the screen. I check my new announcement.
There is a problem with the audio.
Kumbe sio connection yangu afadhali.
Oi wasee, Mode amesema tufike kwa portal tufanye quiz iko hapo for like 30 minutes, alafu connection yake ikiwa fiti atarudi.
Ni msako
Ati?
jangwani.
Ati unasemaje?
Mode amesema tuende kwa portal for like 30 minutes to jibu quiz iko hapo.
Sawa.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he's saying. My internet is breaking. Whatever Ezekiel is saying, what I'm saying, please, let's go to the portal. Let's go to the portal for 30 minutes. We do that quiz. 30 minutes. I'll mark the quiz. Then we are going to share your results with you right now. 30 minutes of quiz. And I'm monitoring you. Don't think you'll run away. Please do the quiz. Then we shall get back and continue for 30 minutes quiz. Then we shall complete what we were doing. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. That 30 minutes.
Maji. Sufuria maji. Zilizak. Zilizak. Wara maji ma joogo soo hadal. Ma joogo. Sufuria maji. 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 Hamza. Hey, Hamza.
Yes,
Hamza.
yes.
Siri.
Eh,
Hamza.
kwani class imesimama?
Amepatiana kazi. Enda kwa hiyo portal utaiona amepatiana kazi.
Oh, sawa. Portal, student portal.
Kwa mali ya assignment nadhani.
Kuna mali assignment kwa computer application.
Enda kwa ile course dashboard alafu utaona assignment. Yeah. Ya pili.
Sawa.
Ya pili.
Sawa. Sasa class imeshaisha.
Bado wamesema tupatia 30 minutes alafu anarudi.
Sawa.
Yes.
na amejibu hii swali ya spreadsheet number 4.
Rips on your way from way back way. You know that I don't play free stuff. Like legends. It's never we One more time before I go. Higher powers taking hold on me. Nobody makes it from my ends. You know you gotta stick by me. Soon as you see the text, reply me. I don't wanna spend time fighting. We got no time, and that's why I need a one dance. I see in my hand. One more time.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Yes, good afternoon once again. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Breaking.
And now, can you hear me well now?
Yes.
Yeah, now, why have you not done the assignment?
Mwalimu, I sent you. I've sent it. Go see. I've submitted.
Or you have submitted?
Yes.
And the quiz, you have done the quiz?
Yeah, is that quiz the one for assignment 2?
Good. Now, what I want you to do,
Yeah.
and make sure you do assignment 2 and assignment 1. Again, I want to share this practical, that the one that we were attempting.
Yeah.
I want to share it right now. I will share it in the portal under lesson 2.
Yeah.
Then this practical, you are going to attempt it. Again, you announce to the rest of the student, they do the practical.
Okay.
Then to test ourselves whether we have understood. Is it okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, let me share the practical right now.
Mwalimu, and the last lesson I was there, but you didn't mark me present. My connection
Oh,
went.
good. Now, okay, let me check the attendance right now. Thank you for reminding me. Just wait there. Let me share the screen. We take the attendance. Is it okay?
Okay.
Let me share. Don't go. Are you guys aware you are doing exams on fast?
No.
You need to get prepared. Bearing in mind, similar this thing will be approved next month, June.
Next month we'll be in school.
I think so. There is a committee that is working on that. So you can imagine, nyi msiposoma.
Yeah,
msiposoma mtarudi kama mmeanza exam.
So.
Let me try to see. Let me take your attendance right now. Yeah, be patient. I'm trying to share the page so that we can take the attendance. Yeah, I've most of your quizzes. Thank you for that good work. I'll be sharing with you so many practical papers. So you do, for example, today we'll share a practical paper. Look for a platform where you can do it. Remember, you guys, you are coming back as you are doing your exam. Let me take the attendance.
You've gotten mine.
Record your. Yeah, you have gotten. I'll still confirm you are here. Don't worry. That's right now. Take the attendance. I've shared the photo. The attendance, as you can see.
Hey, Chogala na mark attendance. Wallahi, sana. Oh.
Ochieng. Ako present absent. Can you confirm whether they are in or not? Maybe they
Can't
are out
hear you. I
because
can't.
of data. I'm asking, are they- Daniel, anything or absent? Present, thank you. Taken your attendance who are in now.
Nada.
Now,
Namsikia.
yes, I've taken your attendance. This young man is not Aaron. Can you talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Mwalimu.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm taking the attendance and we're absent.
Yes,
Sadik,
Mwalimu,
Sadik.
I was doing the. Hello, Mwalimu.
Yes.
I was attempting the question.
Oh, you are attempting the question.
Yes.
Okay, let me correct that. Let me correct that. Last chat. I'm giving the last chat. You can do as a in time. Then you do assignment 2 if that's on. Otherwise, prepare for my next class. Okay.
Mwadi hamko sasa.
Your voice is not clear, mwalimu.
Mwalimu hatukusikii.
What I'm saying, my internet
Kuna kitu tunasikia hapo.
Your voice is breaking.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
No. Yeah.
What I'm saying, I've taken your attendance.
You have not written mine, mwalimu.
Have you taken
Taken. But you.
Hamza Maalim. Mimi.
Chukua Mahad.
Yes, sir.
Nimechukua.
Hamza.
Sadik Farooq.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Sadik Farooq, mwalimu.
Attendance. Yes, I have.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, everyone who was
Hamza Maalim.
Yes, I have.
Mahdi.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
What you are going to do assignment 1.
Okay.
Yes, that is Ochieng. Yes, I have.
What about mine?
Which one? Ezekiel.
Abdirizak.
Who is that? Yes.
Ezekiel.
Audio. Yes. Nimechukua. secondary attendance. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll share the practical. You do it and then do the quiz when you are done. Then do assignment 1 and assignment 2 for lesson 1 and lesson 2. Kindly let me prepare for 2 o'clock class. I wish you well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ora Sadiq. Sadiq. Hamza.
ايه خاورا
Assignment ma
asayn
yajisi.
dumays
Ma
asayn dumays
yan. Ma yuli. Sadiq weydii Sadiq. Uliza Sadiq. Kama amefanya.
صديقة
Maxaa fadhidaa dadku waa baxeen. Bax soo kaca.
aniga war ma ogin aniga kala samaan muu soo galay hada soo galay
wax ma walaga maqlayn maanta si fiican.
waraniyo waxaan niyo online class waxaan wax ka jira malaha niyo
Fiiri. waxaan dhihi waa hilmaamo hata Sadiq waa hagaajiyey baa soo
fiiri macalinka notes muu dhiiba
maye meeshii
notes inta laga helaa
botolka notes ku qorantas fiirina.
yo fiiri maxaa baash waa kusoo baash kaliye maxaa mabona imekatana
baashe
wara fiiri waxaan ku dhahay inta laga helaa dhahde inta laga helaa dhahde
meeshii
notes inta laga helaa
meesha assignment kulli ha markaas ka baxid meesha assignment ku qoranto assignment
haye bro meeshaas kii Cabdirasaaq meesha muxuu ka hayaa
kale dhow 8 saac kalaas kala jira
ha
kalaaskee
may maalinta class waa haye bro
alo arkana ka baxay hora ani bisa ku dirno meesha
Kuna class
gani
ICT.
wallahi
You are currently the only person in this conference.